Peace, peace, peace to all the guys and guys to the planet. Peace to all the kings and the queens. Peace to all the prince and the princess. If this is your first time viewing me, I am no front VO, spiritual coach, spiritual mentor, spiritual guru, brother, friend, leader, role model, public figure. All the above come into the chosen collective each and every other day, bringing to them high frequency information that can help raise their frequency, help push them into their new timeline, help them realize their potential and the places that they can grow to, not being stagnant. Seeing the brighter side is everything, being optimistic. These are all the different things that I help implement into my page. These are the things that I live by. These are the things that I do on the daily. So my mission currently is just to help awaken each and every chosen one to their potential, to their power, so that they can help the next chosen one become the next greatest leader and the next great positive leader. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you, each and every one of y'all, for always coming back. You know, we almost 400 strong, steady pushing, steady grinding each and every day, whether that means physically, spiritually, or mentally. You know, just always push myself to either learn something different, be able to push myself physically to be able to attract more money, finances, friends, opportunities, just things in the daily world. Of course, today I come to y'all with a message from the Most High. Currently, you need to know that you stand out in a room full of people. Like, it could be 50 people in the room, and people will single you out in a room full of people. And that just comes with having this particular energy. So today, I just so happened that I got my hair cut and everything. So I was kind of running a little late because I'm supposed to be at work at like 4. I thought I'll get my hair cut around like 3-ish. So I get to work around like 4:01, 4:02. So I walk in, and it's like a meeting going on. And like I said, about 50 people in the room. I come in, fresh, looking good as always, smelling fresh. I am 2 minutes, behind, but still, when you can be fashionably late. When you like that, you can do that sometimes. That's come with being chosen. You can be fashionably late because you take care of yourself and you're always on time. So one absence of you is not the end of the world. Because you're someone who always on time. You take pride in being on time. You take pride in putting your best outfit out each and every time you do anything in the world. It could be brushing your teeth. You want to do it the best. It's just come with being chosen, having this high frequency energy, this growth energy. You just have to know that you have that inside you inertly. All you have to do is give it recognition. It's going to trigger it, and it's going to continue to evolve and open up and blossom on its own. All you have to do is get it started. When having this energy, we're going to go more into it, but when having this energy that helps you stand out, you have to know that it will attract a lot of time wasters, time bandits. And if you're wondering what this is, time wasters, I have dealt with time wasters in the past. And you never know it's a time waster until you have been through it. And at first it seems like it's a friend, but it's really somebody who is a time waster, time bandit. These are the people who see you have the light. They see that you're going places, but it's kind of like, I don't know if y'all see in the ocean, there'd be a shark and it'd be like a little fish kind of going with it, trying to get his scraps. This is what the time wasters are. They are the little fish that trying to hang on to the big fish. You the big fish going through the ocean, and then you have these small fish trying to be around your energy so they can pick up on the things that you eating on. But they'll never be in a position to be able to catch the prey that you can catch, but that don't stop them from wanting to tag along and experience the ride. But like I said, if they don't bring that little fish, probably keeping it a little clean, but at the end of the day, it's not feeding it. It's the shark is doing most of the work. You have to know the time bandits and know how to use the time bandits. See, time bandits are good for a specific amount of time, but just like anything else, it can wear out its welcome. See, with you on this particular mission, this lone wolf energy mission, people are meant to follow you, of course, but you can't have somebody on the side so you trying to talk to you, distracting you from the ultimate goal. You're supposed to always have your attention on the Most High. This is how you get that particular energy that you attract all the time. This is the energy that separates you from others. So you cannot let the distractors, the time bandits, the time wasters come in and try to distract you from the ultimate mission. We can change one person's life, but we can change more people's lives through this social media. So the more that you can reach more chosen people and spark that enlightenment into them, the better. Like, one person is good, but a million is even better if you change their lives. So always remember that. What up? You would look back, because I didn't have these kind of people in my life. You would look back 2 years from now, just remember all the times that you could have been doing something more productive. You could have been changing your life for even the better, but you was probably dealing with time wasters and time bandits. So continue to evaluate your circle. See who is time waster, who is, feeding your dreams, who are taking away from your dreams, who are helping you, get closer to them, who propelling you away from the things that you truly want. Me personally right now, it's YouTube. So if I'm not being able to create my videos and stuff, I'm probably dealing with a time bandit, because I know the mission that the Most High gave to me right now. Because this was bringing me the success. This was bringing me the most happiness. It's helping the chosen ones. So anything other than being able to expand myself is most likely I'm dealing with a time bandit. And time bandits could be friends. It could be like this girls trying to get close, do their type of dwellings to you. Now they taking your energy. Now you can't make the video. You a little bit more tired. You can't manifest more during the day. It's just a trickling effect. It's called the trickling effect. If you ever did history class, then you know the trickling effect. It started at the top and it trickled down to the bottom. And this is what they want you to think. And for all the people who, all the bullies out there, and people who think that they're gonna be forever on top, you never gonna be forever on top. It's always gonna be somebody, the new style, the new kid, the new energy, that's gonna attract the energy. Some people are, catch an early spurt. Some are late bloomers. And early spurt people usually top out around high school area. See, the late bloomers, we usually attract the ultimate attractiveness around 30. Why the Most High does this, the same reason why some fruits can produce at their young, and then some trees and stuff produce at the end of it. Same with human race. We are no different. Nothing separates us from the plant kingdom and things of this sort, except just probably a little percentage of DNA. But really matching DNA at the end of the day. So the same person who, probably had the raggedy clothes, had on their cousin's shoes, anti-social, the person that you're probably marginalizing, it's the same person who is now the greatest. Who is this person? Like I said, I was that person. I was the person who had the raggedy clothes. Probably had my cousin's shoes on. Probably borrowing some from my cousin's sock drawer. Very antisocial, because just a lot of moving around. New friends, it's just kind of make you not want to get new friends again, because just like every time, start over again to a point you just kind of stop trying to do it anymore. Marginalized, feel like they was different. Pushed to the outskirts of any place that you're out, because people see the beauty in you, but they also see that the physical, it's like something was not matching. Like, you physically appealing, but then kids go by a lot of the materialistic stuff because we live in 3D because of what our parents tell us. See, now the parents teach their kids to, go more based on the spiritual energy and how you treat people and things of this sort. Kids won't be so fixated on the clothes that they got on, the shoes. See, we changing the direction of what's supposed to be going on. That's why the Most High put you here. You're not so fixated on a lot of just physical stuff, but you're still at the highest point, higher levels than a lot of people around you, because it's because of our energy. It's not, we moving away from that physical 3D. That was way back in the third dimension. We moving up to fourth dimension, fifth dimension. So when you're moving up to these higher dimensions, you move above the physical. It's not about the physical anymore. It's more about the spiritual energy. But see, people they don't continue to upgrade their energy field, so they get stuck at the 3D level instead of moving up in frequencies. Okay, at first it was about clothes. Now it's going to be about their person as a person, getting to know them. Is they truly a good person? Is they just truly a good friend? People could be just good as I don't know what and be the biggest scammers. You can have somebody who on the streets and they wouldn't take nothing from nobody, but that's why they everybody up, because they not some takers. But you had this person who take it, steal and rob, and they got all the money. But we changing that. We being humble, but still going after the things. So that's where I come in, is to help teach the masses not to be so fixated on the physical, but with chasing your ultimate desire, your ultimate dream. The physical is naturally going to attract all these materialistic things, because it's just naturally abundant energy. It's just what you attract when you naturally have a high frequency energy in this particular realm. But with that being said, peace to all the gods and goddesses of the planet, peace to all the kings and the queens, peace to all the princes and the princesses. Till next time, if this is your first time viewing me, I'm No Front VO. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back next time. I'm gonna pat me on. That's it.